Alright, you ready? This is the first playtest game on Bally Mystic. Boom, take one. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. You need a capacitor? I got some capacitance. I've got like 1,000 of them. And I decided to go searching for a specific one. Welcome back to another episode of Bally Mystic, where in the last episode I determined that my soundboard was causing a fuse to blow on the power supply. So I yoinked it out, and sure enough, let me do this. Hold on. This. Yeah, that'll be your problem right there. So, it's a 4700 UF cap, and I went hunting. Okay, sorry, I was just talking with the wifey. Gonna play some Mega Touch and slots soon, so I will see what I can do in the next 20 minutes or so. But I went looking for that capacitor and pretty much was down to the last bag of miscellaneous caps, which I thought looked like they might have been used. But look what I found. Boom. 4700 UF 25 volt. That's the exact spec. Uh-oh. These leads might not be long enough, because one's axial and one's radial, and yeah, I'm gonna actually have to add a little bit of wire to make this work. But I'd like to see if I can get sound going, so that would be pretty sweet, and fuse to not blow. So I'm gonna replace that cap. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. See if we can get some sound, because in the last video we actually got the CPU to boot up and we got action. So I was very happy with that. I also just grounded this transistor, Q1, and found out that the right slingshot in fact does work when I do that, but not when I close the switch contacts. But the switches are working, solenoid's working, wiring working all the way up to the transistor. So I have to test the transistor. If it's not that, then it's going to be something further back in the system here. So I could probably figure that out by popping in a different solenoid driver that is known working. But for now, I guess I have to suspect the transistor. But let's pop this guy in and see if we can get some sound. Alright, there we go. Just added a little bit of wire. And the little through hole thing looked to be in rough shape on both sides, really. But I just added a glob of solder, tested my continuity on the top side, and it is good. And then, just for insurance purposes, I added a little jumper to that leg. And this guy here. So everything appears to be good. I guess let's pop this in, and the negative is a little offset here. You know, that negative line is supposed to point to the wire. A little off, but we're going to assume that is negative. And then that is positive right there. So we might have sound, we may not. We may blow a fuse. So let's pop this in and see what happens. Alright, I did not install the board. Might want ground, but that shouldn't cause any issues really. Oh, you know what? I should actually plug in both connectors. There we go. Come on. This paper's here, so I'm not shorting anything out on the back side. Okay. Here's another moment of truth. No, truth, not truce. But let's look closely for fuse blowage. I think we might be good. What do you think of that? We got the volume button here. Damn. This is promising. Well, we got the power up noise, so let's throw in a ball. This should be cool. Fingers crossed. I don't really know what sounds to expect on this machine, so here goes nothing. Ah, okay. It's definitely cranked to the max, so we'll turn it down a smidge. This is friggin' awesome. I can't believe I'm having this much success. Whoa, hello. That is impressive. Holy. Okie dokie. I think I got it too. Let's see what other sounds we got. Cool. Huh. I had no idea what this sounded like. There's no sustain switch. Okay, so what other sounds we got? Ooh, that's cool. Can you hear that? Put it near the speaker. That's freaking cool. What about credit up sound? Can we add a credit? Come on, fingernail. You can do it. It's because I got the ball in my hand too. No. Okay, let's try this guy. No. Here we go. Oh, I had it halfway. It would help to have fingernails. There we go. Oh, I had it halfway again. Really? Okay, let's just tilt it then. No, let's not. What other sounds do we get? Spinner's now lit. Alright, that's drain. Wait, let's like add some bonus and stuff. See, that's what I mean about the sustain. That kind of lasts forever. I got an extra ball too. Okay, here we go. That is the coolest bonus countdown music I've ever heard. That was friggin' cool. Alright, got myself a free game. Damn, I am thoroughly happy with how this is coming. Let's just move that over a bit. Okay, so last kind of major things I have to do, well, not really major, but get this solenoid working. Why that's working, I'm not sure. Put a memory cap on the CPU, but that's about as far as I'm gonna go tonight. But I'll be back to continue this episode maybe tomorrow. Okay, it's been a couple days, but I am back in the basement. I have installed my soundboard back in the machine and removed the CPU so I could install a memory capacitor, which I have successfully done. And while I was at it, I used my little magnifying glass guy and inspected all the pins and did notice that there was some cold solder on a few of them. So I reflowed every connector. I think I did this one and this one and this one and this one. Did I not do this one? Wait, is that even a connector? Of course it is. I think I missed that one. That one doesn't look like I did it. Let's look closer here. Let's see my work. This is so reminding me of Joe's Classic Arcades here. What is this little streak here? I should check that and make sure. Okay, let's try not to make you guys puke. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I do want to check my work here. It looks pretty good. Okay. I know it's a little sketchy when I'm so zoomed in, but we must make sure I didn't bridge anything. Those two almost looked bridged there. I gotta actually run my multimeter on all these guys. Does that guy need more solder? Come on now. The third pin? Maybe it's okay. Okay, sorry, this is some bad footage. Okay, let's zoom back out, but you get the point. But the other point I was making is that, oops, I forgot this connector. Alright, we're going back in. Look at that. Good thing I checked. See that? That needs to be reflowed as well. Okay, so I'm going to check my work. Make sure I didn't bridge anything. And, you know, these pins are so small. You really got to have a nice tip on your soldering iron. And look through a magnifying glass. Have some good light. And make sure you do it right. Okay, I got a phone call. I will be back. Alright, my board repair is going to have to wait. I have to go pick up a pinball machine in St. Thomas, so I guess that might end up being an entirely separate video if I get a chance to record it. Otherwise, I'll just update you, but yeah, it's about half an hour away and the guy's available now, so might as well. I'll head out and I'll report back. Okay, I am back. That was last night. I picked up that machine, Bally flip-flop. There will be a video on that. You can check that out. Just came down, reflowed the last header, checked my continuity, make sure I didn't short any pins together, which I'm not 100% confident that I didn't. We'll test out this memory cap. I'll stick in this board, change some settings, see if they hold, and see if my work's good. Then that will be off the checklist. Then the next thing might be trying to work on the displays. I might even try and strip this Playfield and get on that, cleaning that up. I don't know if I can do anything about this Mylar, but that might be a lost cause. And I've got a couple weeks to get this thing ready for my tournament, so I don't want to spend 3 days dealing with Mylar, so F that for now. Okay, CPU's installed. I think we may have success. Come on, baby. Yeah, okay. It booted up as far as I can tell. Didn't screw anything up. Wonder if that fixed my displays. Hey, it actually did. So reseating all those connectors seemed to have solved that problem. That's friggin' sweet. Okay, so oh, we got a switch closed. There we go. Okay, that's good for switch test. I'm just thinking of, like, should I change some setting? If so, what? Oh, I know what I should do. Let's clear off all the memory. Okay, here's a little trick for you that not a lot of people know of. You know how you want to clear this junk off of the displays for the memory? You hit this reset button, right? Okay. Reset. That should be at 0 now. But that's a little bit of a pain. Oh yeah, bottom left display. Remind me to reflow that. So let's move over to the next setting. That's at 0, so we don't really need to clear that. Although I like to typically clear it even if it is at 0. There we go. Setting 5 is at 2200. So, look at this. No, is it this one? This coin switch? I'm going to hit the coin switch. Boom. Cleared the memory. It's just much easier to access that way. So I think it only works for that coin slot there, not the other two. So there's a little secret for you. Okay, I'm going to clear the memory, reflow that, and then probably strip the Playfield. There it is. the Player 3 display has been reflowed, and all my displays are friggin' perfect. No burn holes in any of the numbers either, so moving on. Alright, I'm back. I've done a few miscellaneous things, including rebuilt the shooter rod with new springs and a new yellow rubber. A new barrel spring, cleaned out the inside. Look at that. That's some good plunging right there. Here's the old barrel spring, a little mushed, and the old plunger spring, a little twerked. So that is now garbage. I also changed the setting from having 25 maximum credits to 40 maximum credits. Then I changed the setting so that every 10,000 points you get a free game, and then added a little bit of dampening foam to the knocker. So every game you should get a free game, thereby the machine is on quote-unquote free play. Don't need to add credits mid-tournament. That's the theory, unless you suck and 40 games in a row you get less than 10,000 points. I also vacuumed the front end of the cabinet. The back was all that mouse poo and crap. That green was rat poisoning, by the way. I mean mouse poisoning, in hindsight. This looks like a nail someone put for an old key that does not exist anymore. Adjusted the tilt bob, pardon me, sorry, to the correct height. I tightened both flipper buttons and switch stacks, adjusted and cleaned with a file the contacts, got them spaced out equidistant on both sides. So that should be good. And what else did I do? I feel like there might have been another thing. The credits, the tilt, the shooter rod, replay setting, dampening foam. No, I think that's kind of about it. I just kind of wanted to mess with the things in the cabinet before I put the hood down. So, tilt, we got the barister, speaker works, shooter, knocker, everything else is pretty much good. So, making a little bit of progress, and not sure what I'm going to do next, but I'm going to keep on rolling. Alright, check this out. I just put a lock on the coin door and some orange flipper rubbers on the flippers, and that's what the next step is. Play test this bad boy. Alright, you ready? This is the first play test game on Bally Mystic. Boom, take one. Let's see how my flippers work now that I kind of tweaked them. I would call that functional, so that's good. How's my plunge? Ooh, beauty. Whoa, Bally bricked right away. A little spinach. I do not know the rules for this game. I know there are some. I just don't know what they are. Okay, I can tell that the captive ball is bonus multiplier. Whoa. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, why is there like no Playfield lights? Like, didn't I get any of this action? Is this just sticky? Oh, why aren't you kicking? Did I never I did test that. How come I got... There we go. Okay, now I got stuff in the middle. I got an extra ball? That doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, I know what happened. What is going on with that? I have it set 10,000 points, gives you a free game, but nope. Instead, it's giving me an extra ball. So I have to change that to give me a free game. Got to find out why that saucer stopped working. It was working. The right slingshot, we know, was not working. Oh, really? That was my bonus countdown. Boop. Really? Oh, don't go in the saucer. Thank you. Slingshots work good. Don't go in there. All right. Okay, so that little spot where the ball gets trapped, does it work on that side too? No, it's good on that side. Okay. Wonder if I can mess with any sound adjustments. It's definitely not level either. But I just wanted to play test this bad boy before I started tearing it apart. Yeah, that's some bad ball hop from the right side. I have to remedy that. But I know for sure that saucer up top did work. What happened? I'm not sure. So, but these are all things that I have to remember to put on my little to-do list there. Oh, snap. A little bit better of a bonus countdown. Okay, I think that's all that we're going to get for now. My buddy Joe Stanzak is redoing a Mystic. New playfield, new backlash, new plastics, and said I could have his old plastics, so they may just be all I need. A couple non-broken slings would be cool. That center plastic, which is not correct, would be cool. And I didn't even mention this. Look at this. Someone made a giant, thick homemade plastic, screwed it into the playfield. That does not look original. I guess that is to prevent the ball from... I don't really know why that is. But anyway, I noticed that. And this crack here is... And then another crack here. So... got a few good plastics. Oh, look at this plastic. It is in good physical condition. Ah, no, it's not. There's a break there. So there might be this dude swallowing a sword there. That plastic is actually in good shape. And so that's one. And then this one underneath, or over top, two, and basically three good plastics. The rest have a little bit of issues, so worst comes to worst, I'll buy a new set. Okay, I think I'm going to mess around with the saucer, figure out what's going on with that. Then probably just strip this playfield down, and that'll be some good progress. Okay, I made a small dent into the playfield here. I removed a bunch of crap, including the apron, which as you can see is pretty filthy underneath. I got some crud in the shooter lane here. Shooter zone. Don't know what that is. Just crumbles into nothing. There's a little Mystic stamp. 1980. Anyway, so I removed all the rubbers, all the plastics. I took my Dremel and I polished all of the playfield switches. And you can see they're nice and shiny. I even did the front this time just to try and keep my new rubbers cleaner. I did the front sides on the slings. I voluped all of these posts into place. And I, what else did I do? Yeah, I just removed all the rubbers and plastics, and you can see she's crusty. I also discovered there is another piece of mylar someone put here. You see that? Oh, why did you do that, people? I'd rather have the wear. I'm almost debating on peeling this off just to see how horrible it is to remove the adhesive or deal with it in general. Okay, what else? I guess that's about it. I'm probably going to wrap it up tonight. I think this one video, usually my videos are like just the course of a few hours in a night. This one video is like 3 or 4 different nights. So I think it's about time to wrap this bad boy up. And then it'll be a lot easier for me to keep track of and edit. And yeah, then I can get back on my normal routine. But it's coming along. I should be able to pull this off. I did actually ground the transistor for this saucer, and it fired. So I also checked the schematics to see which pin it was on the solenoid driver, and it is pin 10 on J5. So I put the ball in the saucer, put it in gameplay, and wiggled the crap out of this connector to see if it was maybe the pin, male header. That didn't do anything, so definitely need to resolve that. I may just swap in a new driver, solenoid driver, and see if that remedies both the solenoid and the sling, because the sling also fires when I ground its transistor. So wiring's good. Anyway, that is the end of this run at Mystic here. Next time I think I will try and clean living daylights out of the Playfield and re-rubber it. Try and fix the other electrical issues, clean up all this crap. Isn't this actually the nicest Bally shooter gauge? They're usually fairly worn or rusted, or someone tried to clean it with something that wore the paint off. That's actually in really nice shape. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.